Good morning. My name is Dawn Myers, and I will be the instructor for this course, Introduction to Sociology, Section 605. This is an 8-week course, so it begins on January 14th and it ends on March 7th. Here you can see my credentials, my office phone number, and my cell phone number. It's probably better to try to reach me on my cell phone. You should try by texting me first, and then I will get back with you as soon as possible. When you need to email me, I would prefer that you would use the inbox tab in Canvas rather than the regular San Juan College email service. If we ever need to meet, my office is in the West Classroom Complex in room 1868, and I generally try to meet with students between 1 and 3 Monday through Thursday, or we can make an appointment for Friday mornings. Generally, in this online course, we can handle anything that comes up via email correspondence or a telephonic conference. During this Introduction to Sociology course, we will be talking about the sociological perspective, a variety of theories and methods. We will talk about culture, socialization, social interaction, sexuality, deviance, gender, race, ethnicity, and family and religion. By the end of the course, you will be able to identify all of the major theories and sociological concepts, and you will be able to demonstrate that understanding through a final sociological observation project. This course is worth 3 credits. You all have met the prerequisites, or you would not have been able to register for this course. The required text. We are using Diana Kendall's Sociology in Our Times, the Essential 11th edition this semester. This is a bundle which includes their learning management system, which is called MindTap. If you purchased Cengage Unlimited, this will be included. Right here is some language from Cengage about their Cengage Unlimited program. If you are taking other courses at San Juan College that require Cengage books and the use of MindTap, you can pay a $120 fee, and all of your Cengage books for the semester will be covered. Right here it tells you that if you purchase the Cengage Unlimited and you still want a book to hold in your hand to work from, you can pay $7.99 for shipping and you can receive that book. If you purchase the bundle from the San Juan College bookstore, it will include a loose leaf edition of the book that you can just put in a 3-ring binder, and it will include the access card that you need with the code on it for this class. So if you haven't used MindTap before, right here I'm telling you why I like to use it. I don't think that students can just learn from reading the book. Using the MindTap learning system allows you to have interactive activities and exercises that will help you understand the information in the chapter. When you log into Canvas at the top, you will see in the very first module that I have embedded MindTap into the Canvas. Click on that link that says MindTap and follow the instructions to register for that. MindTap does give you a little bit of a grace period. I think it's about 1 week or 10 days in duration in case your financial aid hasn't come in or your paycheck hasn't come in yet. You'll have a little bit of time to work in MindTap free of charge, but ultimately you will have to pay for that. When you are submitting work to me, please make sure that you have typed it up in a Word document. If you have an Apple computer or phone that you're working on, I cannot open Pages documents. So please use Word. For Canvas and MindTap, Chrome, Safari, or Firefox seem to work a lot better than Internet Explorer. I implore you to keep all of your work on a flash drive. In the event that your computer crashes, at least you will still have all of the work that you have prepared on a flash drive. All of these links here are for technical support. These are for accessibility policies and technology tools used. Course requirements. Please check Canvas and MindTap several times weekly so that you can be well informed about the assignments and the due dates. You will have assignments in Canvas and MindTap every week. And in the end, you will create a sociological observation final project to demonstrate that you have learned about sociology. Every student has the opportunity to register for the Honors Service Learning section of this class. You might have noted when you registered that there was another section for this class. I am very passionate about Honors Service Learning because I know how important it is for students to stand out from their peers. Before I was working here at San Juan College, I worked for the Juvenile Probation Department, and I received a lot of students from San Juan College who were doing service learning work. And I can tell you firsthand that students who go the extra mile, who do the extra work in the community, those are the students who have a better chance of being hired by an employer because they want to see that extra work being done. If you take 12 credit hours, that's 4 classes of honors service learning, and you have a 3.25 grade point average, you will graduate with honors. This includes a financial reward, and it also benefits you as you try to apply to higher learning institutions, and like I was talking about when you apply for jobs. Because this is only an 8-week course, the required hours for this course is 8. You can complete 8 hours of service learning at an agency of your choice. If you choose to register for the Honors Service Learning section, you will submit a proposal to me, letting me know where you plan to complete your service learning, why you chose that agency, what you hope to learn during your service learning, what you already know about that agency, who the supervisor is, and what date you're going to begin your service learning. I would like to receive that proposal by January 27th. Along with that is a service learning registration form and packet, which you can get from the Student Achievement Center, or if you register for Honors Service Learning, I'll be happy to email that packet to you so that you don't even have to come to the campus for that. After you complete your 8 hours of service learning, you will submit a PowerPoint presentation about your experience, and I will have that uploaded for your colleagues' review. Whether one student registers for Honors Service Learning or multiple students register, I will present all of those PowerPoints so that students can see what it looked like to do service learning. In that, you will relate your observations and experience to 4 concepts from the course and 1 sociological theory, so a total of 5. If you decide to register for Honors Service Learning and you have additional questions or comments, please contact me and I can talk to you about that if you've never participated in Honors Service Learning before. All work requires college level writing and grammar. We have a tutoring center here that gives assistance free of charge, so you should really take advantage of that. If you do not write in a college level manner, I will take a 10% reduction in points from your assignments. If you choose to register for the honors section of the class, you can use that observation that you're doing during those 8 hours for your final paper if you would like. And I'm going to discuss that paper here in a minute. Again, make sure that you're checking Canvas and MindTap regularly so that you don't miss out on any assignments. All of your written work, which will be the final paper and the discussion forum submissions, must meet college level grammar and writing style. After you submit your first written work, I will tell you if you should seek assistance from the tutoring center. You certainly don't have to seek that assistance, but you need to understand that if you do not write at a college level, I cannot give you full credit on your written work. There will be homework every week in Canvas and MindTap. This is an 8-week course, so we will be covering about 2 chapters every week for the 8 weeks. Every week you will go to Canvas to find your discussion forum writing prompts. And this is my expectation here for the discussion forums. Initial posts, that's your initial thoughts on the writing prompts, must clearly relate to the topic. You must demonstrate a careful thought process. You must provide supporting evidence from the chapter. Every week, the discussion forum initial posts will be due by 11:59 p.m. on Friday. That will not change. It will be consistent for the 8 weeks. This way, if everybody posts their initial thoughts by Friday night, you will still have until Sunday night to reply to 2 colleagues. Please use professional writing and vocabulary in your discussion posts. Remember, this is not a quick note. This is not a text message. Use professional writing, please. All of the discussion forum posts must reference and cite the chapter that we are working in. So, for example, if we are talking about the conflict perspective, you can define the conflict perspective as outlined by Kendall in the book. According to conflict perspectives, groups in society are engaged in a continuous power struggle for control of scarce resources. Then here is the citation. Tell me where you found the information. Use Kendall's last name, Kendall. Tell me the page number where you found the information, or if you're only using the ebook in MindTap, tell me the section number where you found the information. Yes, you can use additional sources. If we are talking about a concept that you have also learned about in Psych 120, you may use the information from Psych. You may cite that textbook. You don't have to use outside sources. You must always use the textbook for this class. You will, after your initial post, reply to 2 other colleagues' posts in the class. I would appreciate if you would choose to respond to somebody who has not yet had a reply. This makes things a little more equitable. Everybody has a reply from a colleague. I also encourage you to not always reply to the same people in the class. This way you're reading other posts and you're able to better learn from each other. Total points for the discussion forum are 20. So 10 for your initial post and then 5 for your 2 replies. Here I have just listed some ways to have a strong discussion forum. The discussion forums are really important. It makes you feel like you're in a classroom environment and not just doing an independent study. So maybe you'll take a little bit of what a classmate said and comment on that. Maybe you will choose to clarify what a colleague said. You can always say, I agree with you, or I don't agree with you, but that does not make for a thorough reply. So if you say, I agree with you, explain why you agree. If you don't agree with what they've written, explain why you don't agree with what they've written. Please follow all of the discussion forum expectations through this grading matrix every time you participate in a discussion forum to make sure that you earn maximum points. Some of the topics that we'll cover will be sensitive. You never know what another colleague is going through or what their past experiences are, so be sensitive when posting in the discussion forum. Clearly, racist, sexist, or homophobic remarks will not be tolerated. I would like you to learn from each other, not to attack each other. There is no midterm project for this class because it is an accelerated class. It's only 8 weeks, so there will not be a midterm paper or exam, but there will be a final paper. And this is called the sociological observation paper. The purpose is for you to be able to practice being a sociologist and demonstrate that you have learned the relevant concepts regarding sociology. So the first thing you need to do is choose a venue, a place, a location. And this must be something that you are unfamiliar with. So some students, if you generally participate in a Pentecostal church, maybe you would like to go to a Catholic church or to a Latter-day Saints church and see what their church service looks like. That would be unfamiliar territory to you. If you have never been a defendant in a criminal case, maybe you would like to go to district court or magistrate court and see what that looks like. If you've never been to the emergency room, that's always a place where you can find some really interesting observations. I have a list of places here. Senior Citizen Center is always a good place to go. That's always a great place for the honor service learning as well. Maybe you're going to go out of town this semester and you'll have the opportunity to frequent a store or a restaurant that we don't have here. So that would be unfamiliar territory to you. If you are concerned about choosing a venue, you're going to have an opportunity to submit a written proposal about where you're going to complete your observation, and I can make sure that you're on the right track there. So here are the expectations. I will create a module so that you can submit your proposal. I have written here, the paper must be written within the specifications of no less than 4 pages typed. There is no way that you can accomplish this paper in less than 4 pages. You'll be lucky to complete it within 4 pages. Most students take 5 to 6 pages if they are writing a thorough response. Your paper must reflect quality analysis and thought using the sociological perspective. The paper must include a thorough introduction explaining why you chose this location and how it is unfamiliar to you. Just tell me, I chose to go to this church because I usually attend a different type of church and I was hoping to see how that particular church service is run. Or I have never been to a professional sporting event and had the opportunity to go see the Broncos play, and so I chose that event. Just explain to me how this is an unfamiliar venue for you. You must discuss thoroughly all 4 of the sociological theories: functionalism, conflict theory, symbolic interactionism, and postmodernism. Basically, what I'm telling you to do is you've written your paper, you have discussed and analyzed all of your observations from the venue. Now tell me, what would a functionalist sociologist say about your observations? What would a conflict theory sociologist say about your observations? And so forth. This is worth 40 points because you are going to cover all 4 major sociological theories. For the theories and for the concepts that are going to be listed here, you must highlight, underline, italicize, or bold them. This really will keep you on track. If these are highlighted, you'll be able to go back through this checklist here and make sure that you have covered everything that's required. There are 10 concepts here, sociological concepts, that you must include in your paper. In addition to, back up here, in addition to the 4 major theories and the 10 sociological concepts listed here, there are 15 more concepts listed here. You must choose 7 from this list of 15. Do not write about all 15. Choose 7 that relate to your observations. The total number of points for this final project is 205. If you have questions, comments, or concerns about this paper, please feel free to contact me. I will also be uploading a paper from a past student that you can look at as an example. Again, log into MindTap and Canvas several times weekly to make sure that you stay up to date. I know that students hate when they read that I do not accept late work, but I do not accept late work. There are several reasons for this. Most students will turn in all of their work on time. It is not fair to allow some students to turn work in late. Second, I teach a minimum of 6 classes every semester, and I simply cannot possibly keep up with late submissions. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, I'm not helping you to prepare either for higher learning or for the workforce if I accept late work. Employers will not accept employees who show up late to work or submit their work late, so I'm not doing you any favors. However, as I've written here, if a catastrophic, life-changing event occurs this semester, please do not hesitate to contact me. I know that bad things happen, and I want to know about that so that if an exception for late work is warranted, that I can give that to you. I will make every effort to return your voice messages and text messages within the day. I will certainly return emails within 24 hours. I will put grades into the Canvas gradebook within a week. This is a 3-credit online course, so the standard is about 9 hours of work weekly. All of the assignments and due dates are listed in Canvas and in MindTap. Your final grade will be based on MindTap, the final project, and your discussions. MindTap is worth 25% of your final grade, 40% for the final project, and the discussion forums are worth 35% of your final grade. This is the grading scale, which is absolutely standard. 90 to 100 is an A, and so forth. Remember that colleges do not accept Ds for credit, so really a D or an F are both failing for a course. I have listed some of the key dates here for you for spring 2019. Classes begin on January 14th. The last day to change into the Honor Service Learning section for this course is February 1st. Please consider doing this and contact me and I will walk you through that. Most of you in this course are probably not graduating this semester. The campus is closed on President's Day, which is February 18th, which really doesn't affect you for an online course. This course is an 8-week course, so it terminates on March 7th, which makes the rest of this not relevant to you. The college has numerous policies, including drop for non-attendance, non-participation, and all of their policies are outlined here. If you fail to meet the class expectations for participation, that's outlined here. If you are struggling, I may send a note to the Student Achievement Center so that they can reach out to you and hopefully help you pass a class. If you have disabilities, here's the information for that. Student safety, all of the links that you might need. Explanation for a grade of incomplete here. Grade appeals, here's the student handbook link, student services link, and academic support link. Like I said, I've never done a recording like this before. I do hope that this has been helpful so that you'll understand the expectations of the class. I know that this was not all inclusive, so if you do have questions, comments, or concerns about anything in this course guide or anything in the course as we go through the next 8 weeks, please do not hesitate to reach out and contact me. And I am looking forward to a successful semester. I'm certain this will be a positive learning experience for you. Thank you so much.